I'm Ron Burger. Okay, interesting. For more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post. Let us know what you're nerding out on, and we will talk about it because we do want to talk about all the things you guys are into. Let's jump into this first story. Give me 1 second here because I also have to produce what's on the screen. So give me a moment to take this off. Boom. All right. In delay news, that feels so fitting after this entire delay that I just did right now. DC Studios has reshuffled its release slate. The Green Lantern series Lanterns will now debut after the June 2026 release of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, rather than leading the next phase of the DCU as originally planned. Guess the Green Lanterns needed a little more time to charge their power rings.
You know, if they upgraded to the new Lantern 17 Pro, then they wouldn't need to recharge as often.
Ring Pro Max.
The Ring Pro Max. Oh God, that is absolutely terrible. It's great, but I mean terrible. I'm if it makes sense to move it to somewhere where it's better for storytelling purposes, and if it gives them a little bit more time to make sure the series is as clean as possible, I'm for it.
I am angry.
Oh,
I'm angry. I just want it to come out. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I want it to come out. I just think the Green Lanterns have the most like meaty story, like because there's so many of them, and you can tell all these stories, and the way they're grounding it and making it gritty, I think will be a really good take on it. And so that I'm sorry, but that's why. And James, please go. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No worries. What I was thinking is that because it's moving around so much, maybe Green Lanterns or the Lanterns, series doesn't connect as much to, say, Woman of Tomorrow, or some of the bigger arching like Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Supergirl movies. Like those are the big tent poles. Maybe this is just a pocket or like a side story that's going to be happening, and then maybe it's just an introduction to the Green Lanterns, and then we move on and maybe they join one of the other movies. But I don't think this is going to connect as much as we think James Gunn is connecting everything. I think it's going to be a standalone story for the most part. But I am bummed.
Well, I kind of think you're wrong.
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, fine. Here we go. Okay, I'm wrong.
What I did think, no, you actually said a lot of good stuff, and I do agree with most of it.
But it's wrong.
What I'd like to say is maybe it's not. Maybe there's something else they need to bring into the universe before we get to Lanterns, because Lanterns may be a stronger pivot point to getting to the larger story, like to go into Man of Tomorrow. So like, because it's going to be Brainiac, and so they're going to need all the lanterns that they have in the sector to come help with that, because they're going to know more about Brainiac than most at anybody, even like Mr. Terrific or anything. I don't think anybody's ever seen Brainiac to this point. I think this is his debut. So it may be something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you would want to have someone like the Intergalactic Cops along with the Owens, being able to talk to, like, the Guardians of Oa, and them being able to explain, like, this is Brainiac. He's the eater of worlds, basically.
Yeah. You guys are fucked.
Like,
basically, that's what they say.
I agree, but I also think you're wrong. So there's that. And who's Owen? Who invited Owen? Is it Owen Hart? No,
Owen Hart.
Owen likes poetry. And so Buffy likes poetry too.
It's Owen Wilson. Wow, I'm a Green Lantern. Wow.
Oh my gosh!
I thought I was in Loki.
Him is Kilowog.
Wow. See, my name is Kilowog. Yeah.
Okay, maybe
No,
I'm
he'd
into
be better
this.
as what is it? Gort, the little like rabbit guy. What is his name?
Oh, I'm
Gnort
trying to
or
think.
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What about
that's it.
what about
I would love him.
Oh God, what if he play? What if he's the one that plays Tomar Ray?
wow? What if he's Mogo? Wow, I'm a planet. Look at me. Wow. Did you
You
see
sound
this
more
coming?
like Jennifer Coolidge, though.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow,
Look
I'm
at
a
me.
Jennifer Coolidge
I'm a
Green
planet.
Lantern. Great.
I'm a planet now.
Wow, apparently I'm a
I'm
MILF.
a planet. Look at my lips on the planet. Don't they look lovely?
Wow,
God.
my Jennifer Coolidge is better than yours.
Chip. Oh, he would be great as Chip. He would
See,
be
I'd be
great
down
as
for that.
Chip.
And I'm okay. I'm on
Yeah.
board. Now I want this show right now.
That's it. Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Gnort.
Gnort.
All right,
Like
now we're
like
on
the
board
new.
because we're getting Owen Wilson as Chip, and
That's it. There you go.
Here just wrecking shop. All right, let's move on, guys, because this is great, but we gotta move to the next story here. David Krumholtz, I'm sorry, in Father Knows Best. Listen to your father news, right, James? Huh?
Father
Like the
knows
song,
best.
Mother.
Listen to
There
your
you go.
father.
Right? Huh? James?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
We're gonna tell your kids, just listen to your father.
No, they don't.
No, but that's what we have to tell them. Like, you have to listen to your father.
I tell them all the time to listen to me. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but it's more if it's coming from someone else. Actually, it's probably more hilarious for them to mess with you. All right, David Krumholtz, who plays Zor-El in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, says the film will deepen the mythology of Krypton and clarify the legacy of the House L, especially in light of James Gunn's controversial re-imaging of Superman's origins. Zor-El's spilling House of L tea, and it's piping hot.
Wow, the tea's hot. Look out.
So I almost put something Firefly in there, but I was like, no, that's too niche. I don't know. I think maybe like 4 people would get it. So I was gonna talk about Can't Stop the Signal, Mal. Wait,
So
Dad.
apparently, this whole thing with Zor-El, it's supposed to be putting context to why his parent. Super spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen Superman. We ready? Okay. Spoilers.
Mhm.
This is supposed to put context to why his dad told him to take over the planet.
Yeah.
Bang bang Krypton gang.
Yeah. So it's supposed to explain why Jor-El would say, enslave the planet. And a lot of people are speculating that it probably has to do with them thinking that Earth was a dying planet when he sent Cal there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it not being what he thought it was, So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because they're going to be explaining a change in plot work while still attempting to do a faithful adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, in Woman of Tomorrow, she does talk about her parents.
Yeah.
And like how, yeah. So I mean, they could just add that in. It's not like, I mean, they could there's something in there already, so organically it would already be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that. I just forgot that I guess I missed that he got cast as her dad. I'm sure we talked about it, but I don't remember it. And so I was like, did he write it? Is he helping? What's going? And then I was like, he's Zor-El. The way to go there, Davy Crummy. We like ya. So,
It's going to be interesting seeing David Krumholtz as Zor-El.
yeah, I mean, he likes being in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's go ahead and move on here. Is Sony going full otaku news? I'm going to hold my thoughts on this one. Sony Pictures International is ramping up plans for live action adaptations of anime and manga following meetups at the Tokyo International Film Festival. The studio aims to build on its success with Kingdom and bring more Japanese IPs to global audiences. Let's hope they don't cast Jared Leto as anything.
So rude. Poor Jared Leto. Leave Jared alone.
Leave Jared Leto alone.
He can go to that private island with his cult and has his little band. He'll be just fine.
Yeah, 30 Seconds to Mars will survive. I don't know how to feel about this. Now, given Kingdom was really well done, and
It was.
Sony does put care into some of the things that they do. Now, when they take existing IP and they go and readapt that IP, they tend not to do all that great. As long as they go the route of, again, Kingdom was a really good adaptation. One Piece was actually a really good adaptation, which was theirs as well. Right? K-pop Demon Hunters, even though they, for some reason, thought that was going to fail, K-pop Demon Hunters is another example of somebody at the studio knowing what they're like, knowing how to do something, but the executives not knowing what they're doing. So I'm on the fence with this. I don't want Sony to take good properties and mess them up. But at the same time, they have done the opposite, where they've taken good properties and done well with them. It's just a matter of, one, the balance, two, learning from past mistakes and making sure that they are hiring people who care about the property in order to put something out there that doesn't have to be an exact replica of the anime, but something that is something that people who love the anime that they're adapting can love.
Like something in universe, but not necessarily the same story.
I feel like we need more of that. I feel like we need more things that are in universe, or even if you go and get the manga writer to go and write something for you, like write, hey, here's something that is a side story that I maybe was going to write a book for and didn't ever get to. Let's make it into a movie, right? And you can do a film treatment and then have somebody write that treatment. You know what I mean? Like, do something along the lines of something that is, I love the idea of taking let's make a movie that lives inside of the universe but isn't a direct adaptation of what's already there.
Like Fallout.
Fallout is perfect. Fallout, I love when people do it right. Like Fallout is a perfect example, right? Again, not going to beat the dead horse, but I'm just going to mention Halo is the opposite. So
Yeah, let's like, you know what? We got some game stuff. You can talk about that in a little bit. Let's keep going.
So I think all the Hollywood studios are looking at anime, looking at manga, and being like, this is the new category. This is the new superhero film. And we're going to beat it with a dead horse. And we're going to get some good projects, but we're going to get some that are just like cash grabs.
Yeah.
You know, and Sony, I'm looking at you. It's probably going to be you that's going to do some of the cash grabs, you know, and we're going to have to crawl before we walk. Before we get all these really good adaptions, we're going to have to end up dealing with some X-Men Dark Phoenixes where it's like, you know, sorry, that's not exactly
like,
what we wanted.
I'm watching it because I'm a fan of the original stuff. Like,
It's like when you ask your mom for a McDonald's cheeseburger, but then she cooks a cheeseburger at home and uses like plain white bread, and she's like, here's your McDonald's cheeseburger, and you're like, that's not McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Are
This
you
sounds
hungry?
like trauma right now. This sounds like trauma right now.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, are you hungry? Or
I'm just saying we're gonna get some of these homemade cheeseburgers from Sony before we get
cheeseburgers are so much better than McDonald's.
They can
before we get that wagyu cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I hear you. The only other thing that I'll throw out there is last week, me and James were talking, and I mentioned that eventually someone is going to try and do, because they see the success of Demon Slayer right now. Someone is going to try and do a live action Demon Slayers. This is where I see that happening, and that's one series that I don't want to see them touch.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
somebody's gonna touch it. Somebody's gonna touch it a lot.
Someone's probably touching it right now.
And they're
Probably
touching it
gonna make
in a
it.
way where they're gonna have to point on a doll where they touch them. It's gonna be really bad.
It's gonna
No,
get
no, no place.
uncomfortable.
Very.
It's gonna
Yep.
very uncomfortable.
As
Very awkward.
uncomfortable as this
Like
conversation.
this conversation.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and move on. In Will Twiggy be a supermodel news? I love that reference. Legendary's long gestating Buck Rogers. I almost said Buck Robbers. Buck Rogers reboot is finally moving forward with Deadpool and Wolverine scribe Zeb Wells tapped to write the script. The sci-fi icon is being reimagined for a new generation. Apparently, George Clooney is involved and may star. No nipples on the costume this time, right, George?
Buck Rogers had nipples showing?
No, but Batman did when he was Batman. He had bat nipples.
He
All right.
did.
I am excited for this,
Yeah,
and it's
perv.
because I've been saying for a long time that they're readapting all of this old sci-fi, right? And in the 50s and the 60s, Buck Rogers was such a staple for like what sci-fi could be. And I mean, it wasn't the greatest. There's a lot of stuff in Buck Rogers that's just like super chintzy, and you know, it's charming because it is bad, right? But at the same time, like I would love to see an updated version of Buck Rogers. You know, I mean, Han Solo is based on Buck Rogers. I want to see more of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking I was a huge Buck Rogers fan back
Mhm.
in the day because immortality does have its perks, and I loved it. I just thought it was amazing as the TV show. I was like, I love this so much. And it was kind of like the American Doctor Who. Like it was that kind of cheesy, fun, like kids of a certain age with a certain inclination love both those shows. And so I loved it. I loved the kitsch. I loved it all. I loved it. It didn't take itself too seriously. Glenn Larson was a genius back in the 80s.
Mm.
Genius. And so I'm all on board for this.
You know where I
think Flash Gordon needs to come back though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know where I feel like George Clooney would still be good as Buck Rogers? Did you guys see Wolves?
Wolves.
No, I haven't. I heard it's really good though.
Yeah, I actually watched it. It's funny. Me and James had a long running joke when that movie was announced where we just wolves.
Yeah, I know.
Wolf.
I know. I was here for most of that.
Woofs. That movie was really good. George Clooney can still do action really well. And I think that he still moves and he can still get it done. He can still he could be Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers doesn't need
perfect for him.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. He definitely needs to be Buck Rogers. Being like an astronaut, like is stranded in time. That's perfect. It's like Farscape, but with time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he would be perfect for that. So yeah, I love it. Like, yeah, because like who was it that played the original Buck Rogers? I can't remember, but he was like a big TV star and stuff, and it was like a big deal that he was going to be Buck Rogers.
Gil
and
Gerard.
So I just think that
Gil Gerard, that's who it was.
Yeah, Gil Gerard, and I think George Clooney has that same kind of swagger and that same kind of like, hey, oh shucks, look at me, I'm just cute over here in the corner sipping my whatever alien ale this is. So
it'd be tequila. It'd be Casamigos.
It'd be Casamigos for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Aviation Jen.
That's for another episode. Let's continue on here. Oops. In That Boy Still Ain't Right. Hold on. I gotta do That Boy Still Ain't Right news.
That was amazing. That was really good. Good.
Hulu has renewed King of the Hill for seasons 16 and 17 following a strong debut for season 14. The revival sees Hank and Peggy return to Arlen after years abroad, while Bobby lives his best chef life in Dallas. That's 2 more seasons of propane and emotional repression. Did you guys watch season 14?
So Husby watched the first one, didn't get all the way through it, and so I haven't really tried to start watching it again.
It's so good. It is
Oh,
so
I
good.
look, they remind me of my relatives, so it's not like yeah, whatever.
Well, no, what makes it good is what was it, 10 years between season 13 and season 14? And it
Yeah.
does not miss a beat. Like it is one of those things where the show, it's almost like they never went on a hiatus ever. The animation is almost the same. The jokes are still the same. The writing is still as witty. Obviously, you have an adult Bobby, and it's again, it's perfect the way it is, and I love that it still teaches the same lessons. You know, it's Hank being this down home dad that wants to do the right thing, and is always looking to do the right thing. And the perfect encapsulation is the last moments in that first episode. The conversation about Girl Scout cookies, because it reminds him of why he loves being home. And
Mm.
it goes through the entire series. It was really good. If you guys have not checked out King of the Hill, if you were fans of the original series, again, it does not miss a beat. It goes right back to, it picks up exactly where it left off, and it was great.
It's on the list. It will be watched.
Say Wong obviously watched it because he's talking about the episode where him and Bobby are fighting over who makes the better beer. And Hank basically makes Hank basically remakes Alamo. He makes like another Budweiser because he's like, it's the best kind of beer. You don't need anything more than that. And Bobby makes like this crazy IPA, and they just both hate each other's beers. But they bond, right? But they bond over the fact that they were able to just make a beer together as a father and son.
That's good.
Yeah. It's great. It's again, it's really good the way that the way they do the show.
Sweet.
All
You
right.
think Keanu Reeves is going to be on it?
Keanu Reeves already said he's going to be in the next season, so we're definitely going to see that. It's gonna happen. So talking about Keanu Reeves, and is this an adult Goosebumps story news? Keanu Reeves will star in Shiver, a sci-fi thriller directed by Deadpool's Tim Miller, described as Edge of Tomorrow meets The Shallows. The film follows a smuggler caught in a deadly time loop with mercenaries and sharks.
Like real sharks?
A shark? Hey,
like in the ocean? Sharks?
I just want sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads somewhere. John Wick is politely declining this mission. Why do we need sharks in this? I like the idea of Edge of Tomorrow meets The Shallows. Like it's I think, is it Keanu Reeves, being a surfer dude, but like kind of going in a time loop, and then with Tim Miller and the way that he does his, Tim Miller used to own a post-production company that they did CGI and everything like that. That's why they were able to do Deadpool so cheap, because he basically did everything on his own for that, like a lot of the special effects. And Tim Miller is a great director. I mean, he went on to direct more than just didn't he direct the second John Wick?
I think he did. I think so.
I remember him. He went on to do a bunch of other projects, and I mean, like,
James is looking it up.
Yeah, I like Tim Miller's work, and the idea of a shark movie that gets it that you have a time loop in just seems it seems both hilarious and interesting at the same time. And Keanu Reeves, I mean, the dude does action perfectly, so I'm for it.
Me too. I think it's gonna be amazing.
James, any thoughts?
Yeah, he did Deadpool, Terminator, Dark Fate, Love, Death, and Robots. He was on 5 episodes of that.
Love, Death, and Robots was so good.
Just so we're throwing it out there, he was executive producer for Sonic the Hedgehog
Oh, nice.
and Sonic the Hedgehog
first
2.
Oh wow.
So is he the one that created
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Is he the one that created Ugly Sonic?
Maybe he could be.
I want Sonic to have teeth. No, don't do that.
It's like having human cats with buttholes.
Ah, yes, cats.
What's Deadpool Happy Year of the Monkey? What is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
It must be like a commercial or something.
That sounds about right. Any other thoughts before we move on here?
No, I'm good.
No.
I like that Keanu's doing fun. Like, this isn't super deep. It's
Right.
not a huge dramatic role. It doesn't seem like. Let's just go have fun. Like, do more John Wick style, shoot 'em up, action movies. Good.
So does the shark get out of the water when like pull out a gun and start trying to shoot him, or?
I think it's going to be Jeff the Shark,
Yeah.
and it's a buddy cop movie.
There you go. Oh my
Yep,
god.
Jeff the
Time
Land
cop.
Shark. Jeff the Land Shark would be cool. I was thinking more like what was the dude from Wacky Racers?
Oh, that was Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw. Like I was thinking more like Jabberjaw. He just like gets up, pulls out a gun. Wah! See?
Right. Or Sylvester Stallone voicing Steve
Shark.
Aggies.
King Shark.
King Shark.
That was so good.
Man.
Hand. Yes, Nanawe, that's your hand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's jump into this next story here. In Kaiju Math news, -1, -0,
Carry the 4.
-2, plus.
If you look, I just
75.
know this that it's Godzilla math. So let's just move on.
Yeah. Toho has revealed the title and logo for Takashi Yamazaki's sequel to Godzilla -1, Godzilla -0. The teaser dropped at Godzilla Fest with Yamazaki returning as writer, director, and VFX lead. Math nerds rejoice! Godzilla's at zeros, and Tokyo's still not safe. And kids can't wait for Godzilla 6-7.
6-7.
Saying
Y'all
it
are
out
nonsense.
loud-
Let's move on.
No. Saying it out loud is even more cringe than listening to James say it last week. So that's probably one of the
Yeah,
most
it's
funny things.
nonsense. Let's move on.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. I again, the first one got nothing but good reviews. Got a whole bunch of awards. As long as they stay within the vein of that first movie, if it still has the same kind of feeling, you know what I mean, like the same tone and just really good writing, I think this is going to be a hit.
Yeah, I think so. People, especially Godzilla fans, loved Godzilla -1. So if they find a way to bring it back somehow and do a sequel, yeah, it's good. I think it's going to be good for expanding the Godzilla universe. Don't they have an anniversary coming up too? Something crazy. Yeah. Good for them. Good for Godzilla.
Absolutely. All right, let's continue on here.
Oh wait, hold on. Godzilla's 75th anniversary is being celebrated November 3rd, 2025.
So, is that today?
Yes, today. Happy
It
birthday,
was
Godzilla.
yesterday. It was yesterday.
Nice. 75th anniversary was yesterday. Happy birthday, giant radioactive lizard.
Yes.
I think maybe like a life day or
Definitely a life
level
day.
up day.
In what happens in New Vegas stays in New Vegas news. And again, the Kings better be in this fucking season or I riot. Prime Video released 4 new character posters for Fallout Season 2 featuring Lucy the Ghoul Maximus, and Dogmeat. Ooh, very excited for this. The imagery teases a shift to New Vegas and introduces factions like Caesar's Legion and the Kings. Yes. Oh man, I'm so excited for that. Lucy, Maximus, Dogmeat, and the Ghoul walk into New Vegas. That's it. No punchline. I nothing else. I'm excited for this. It's one thing, like Caesar's Legion makes sense just because they are like the main antagonists in the game. But the Kings, you do like small little odd job missions for them. It's more so how ridiculously hilarious it is to see a gang of dudes that are all Elvis impersonators, but they all impersonate different eras of Elvis.
I
Right.
love that.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
it's like, you know, you have like
Campaign.
fat dudes, skinny dudes, a whole bunch of like greaser type guys that are all just like all different kind of greasers. And this is like 500 years after he dies. So it's funny in the game when you talk to some of the guys that are kings, they're like, "Yeah, man, we worship some guy from like 500 years ago. Nobody's ever seen before, but we found a bunch of his stuff here and we just use it all the time now." So it's like you know, they're like these really bad impersonators, and they have never heard his music or seen his movies. They've seen pictures of Elvis, and they basically base themselves off of, like, you know, not knowing anything about Elvis aside from, oh yeah, we've heard his voice. So
Yeah.
it's hilarious. And it's like the Kings are probably one of the most endearing factions within that game, because it's like you want to hate them, but at the same time they're so ridiculous that you love them.
I'd like to see them roll them out like one at a time, so that like you'll see like one of them in an episode and then another one in a different episode. And so it's kind of like Ella Purcell's character is like, is that the same? Who are these guys? You know, like that kind of, who are these guys? And
Right.
then finally, like they meet up with them or get into a fight with them or whatever they do in the game, or in the show. And they and that then she's like, oh my gosh, okay, there's a lot of like it's that kind of like light bulb moment for her.
Right.
Because she that whole naive thing that she did in the first season, they're gonna have to keep that up a little because she's still experiencing all of this for the first time. And so I think something like that would be really funny and would be a really good Easter egg for all the people that have played the game and know, oh God, these are the Kings, you know. And but she's totally clueless about it. So I think that would be great.
Yeah, it's so good. I really love the show. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on, staying within the realm of Amazon and all the fun things. And what Scar, Carl? I don't know what you're talking about. News. Carl Urban confirms that The Boys season 5 will finally explain the origin of Billy Butcher's forehead scar, a mystery fans have speculated about since season 1. Urban teased the reveal during MCM London Comic Con. 5 seasons in, and we're finally getting Butcher's origin story of his forehead. Nothing else.
I'm just like, you know what? I saw the scar and I was like, oh, there's a scar in his head. And then I moved on. Promptly
same.
moved on.
Did.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a thing.
I'm
I'm glad we're getting the story.
I never really cared about the scar on his forehead. I wanted to know more. So can we get more behind why he's called the Butcher? I mean, I know he's violent as all shit, but it's like, I want to know why he was the go-to guy for, hey, let's kill some soups.
Yeah. I also want to know if he got the whole Jeffrey Dean Morgan out of his head.
Oh yeah. I need to go on a rewatch for the last season, but I mean, like, for the most part, it seems like he's kind of merging with Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character, and it's literally that Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character is the psychosis that lives in his head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But it just, it's like we left him in a precarious situation, and so
With the tentacles?
mentally,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I'm excited about it too, and I'm excited especially after watching Gen V season 2
Mm-hmm.
because it's pretty freaking awesome, and what they do with those characters are amazing. Have you guys seen it yet?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I watched this
Okay,
season
good.
finale the night of the premiere. It's such a it was so good. And it
Oh
makes
my
sense. I
gosh.
love how much it interweaves with the boys
Mhm.
because again, spoilers for anybody out there who hasn't watched Gen V, but I'm excited to see how far Odessa goes
Yeah.
and whether or not she's gonna be a part of I know she's gonna be a part of the resistance as part of the Starlighters, but
Yeah.
if she is the only other Odessa candidate next to Homelander, and she's finally starting to get a reign of her powers,
Yeah.
do you think that my guess is she's gonna neutralize his blood. Like, she can neutralize his
Of the V,
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's where they're going with that.
yeah.
I also think she might fix some people along the way.
Oh, yeah,
I think maybe, because Starlight was having that issue with her powers and all of that. And I
yeah.
know they kind of solved that, but maybe she needs a solve on that, like a real solve. And like, I just see that she might, like A Train, she could
Mhm.
fix A Train.
I
She
think
could
Um,
fit.
I
She
think
could
she's gonna
fix
play it.
Billy the Butcher.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
she
she's gonna
could,
play a
yeah.
part in one, fixing the part of Billy where the V was killing him,
Hmm.
right? Because it basically gave him cancer, so it's like, like,
Yeah.
fixing that part of him, but then also, like, if she fixes that kinda thing in him, takes the poison out of him, does that relieve him of the hallucinations? Does that relieve him of the psychosis that he had? I mean, he'll still be a radical because that's who he is,
Oh,
but,
yeah.
like, and it's the same thing, like, could she pull all of the drug like, all of the addictions and the drugs from Frenchie? And now Frenchie is
Yeah.
cured and doesn't have to worry about that kind of thing. Can he fix the different things with what's her name?
Miko.
Miko. Can he fix all the different things that are going on with Miko? Because same thing, she, she's a mute. She has her different issues and things that are going. She's been having problems with her powers. So I mean, like, like
I don't know. Like it almost seems like that would be too easy. There's probably going to be something that she can do a lot, but there's probably going to be something that causes her not to do that. Like there will be something that she does or something that happens. Because if that's the case, then she could just go through the whole like season and just start bloop, bloop, bloop.
well,
Everybody's fixed. Okay, la la
it also
la,
seems like
let's
it also
go, and
seems
that
like
wouldn't
every
solve.
time yeah, it also seems like every time Marie does anything, it takes a toll on her.
Mhm.
So I mean, like, yes,
Yeah.
she's super powerful, but at the same time, anytime she does something of that magnitude, it damn near kills her. So I don't think she's gonna do it to a lot of people. I'm just saying, like, there are a lot of subplot points or a lot of different things that she can do in order to bolster up the alliance that is fighting against the fascists.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think maybe her neutralizing Homelander's blood might take such a toll on her that
I think it'll
she's
kill
out
her.
of power for a little bit. Or yeah, or it could kill her.
I,
Yeah.
I think
So
I think in the end, what's gonna happen is this is my guess because remember the show has severely veered from the comics. So my guess, what she's gonna do is she is going to neutralize Homelander's blood. She's gonna pull all the V out of his blood.
mhm.
And and like in the process, it's gonna kill her. But then that becomes a one-on-one fight between him and Billy the Butcher.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
very
I think that, you have if you have an Odessa caliber and an Odessa caliber, chances are they're going to cancel each other out, like Mad
Right.
Men.
Right. I think yeah, she ends up neutralizing him, makes him just a regular person, and without powers, Homelander's a coward. And
Oh,
without
absolutely.
powers, Billy is still a fucking psychopath. So I think Billy ends up, if you put them on the even playing field, Billy the Butcher is gonna fucking wreck Homelander.
I want his dog back.
Oh yeah.
I miss his dog. All right, let's move on.
Let's
Unless
move.
James, if you want to wax Carl Urban. I mean, like, wax poetical about Carl Urban. Or
I
wax.
mean, he's a good-looking guy, I guess.
Aside from Mortal
I guess
Kombat,
I'll try anything. So.
which we'll see next year. All right, let's continue on. In what do cowboys and jarheads have in common? News. Actually, a lot more than you would think.
I know they have a lot in common. It was a joke, though.
No, I know. I was I was adding to the joke for the audience. Anyways, Paramount and Activision are developing a live action Call of Duty movie with Tyler Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan? It's Taylor Sheridan, right?
Taylor, yeah.
Taylor Sheridan and Peter Berg co-writing. Berg will direct, with the project aiming to capture the franchise's global appeal and military intensity. From Yellowstone to kill streaks, Taylor Sheridan's next frontier is tactical respawns. I am not the most excited about this.
Why?
I have talked about this in the past, like about why I don't feel like this is one as a franchise. This doesn't need to be a movie. Two, I don't think that they're not gonna follow the storyline that people love, mainly because the main characters in that game are not American, and they're gonna try and make this the most American thing ever. Because for the most part, yeah, in most games you will follow, like you'll go back and forth between, like, a ranger unit or a special forces unit or something like that, and the SAS. And the focus in this game is always the SAS. Right? For the most part, the main villain of the entire series is an American general, commanding general of USASOC. So I mean, they're not gonna do that. Not in the environment that we're in right now, especially not Paramount with the way that they are right now. They this is not gonna. I don't feel like this is gonna live up to what Call of Duty is. I think they're just gonna make another generic war movie.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know Call of Duty the way you do, but I really like some of Taylor Sheridan's work and Peter Berg's work. I don't know if you've seen Linus on Paramount Plus.
Oh, it's good. Paramount Linus is good.
Linus is super good, and that's one of his properties. So I'm excited to see what they do with this. And yeah, it might not be exactly what Call of Duty is, but it kind of goes into what you were saying before. Like, show me something within this universe. Maybe we get something within this Call of Duty universe. Maybe not be exactly the characters that you're used to seeing, but maybe we'll get something that expands on the lore.
But that's the thing, is that it needs to stick within the lore. Again, this is where Halo tried to do exactly that. We're going to tell a story that's not exactly the games, but tell an origin story, and they fucking botched the shit out of it. And it's with this, it's kind of like there are characters that we expect to see, right? And again, I don't want Paramount to be like, oh, well, you know what we're gonna do? Ghost is a character that a lot of people like. We're gonna make him American, and he's not gonna be a RAS commando, because nobody wants to see a Royal Commando. Nobody cares about British commandos. So we're gonna make him an American, and he's gonna be Ghost. That's the kind of shit that I see them doing. Is let's take a character that everybody knows, but because we don't want to do what's in the game, we want to make it our own thing. Oh no, Ghost can be anybody. It's just a guy wearing a ghost mask. It's a guy wearing a skull mask, right? And it's like that's just going to piss a lot of people off. And then on top of that, I guarantee you with the way that Paramount treats their properties, they're going to do a face reveal for Ghost, and it's just, again, that's going to upset me.
You're mad at this, and it hasn't even come out yet.
I'm mad at this because of Paramount and the way they treat these properties.
But again,
they're not
why we're reporting on it.
They're not. The thing is Paramount is, you make a Call of Duty movie because it's a cash grab, not because they genuinely want to make a good story about something that has to do with the game. What they're trying to do is, Call of Duty is the #1 video game in the world. We need to make a movie on this and make some money on it. And they don't give a shit about the story. They care about, well, let's put the name on it, and we can say it's part of Call of Duty because Call of Duty's on it. They're gonna do Hellraiser with this. It's gonna have nothing to do with Call of Duty, and they're going to put Call of Duty on there just so they can have a bunch of, war movies that say Call of Duty.
Paramount made Halo, is that right?
Paramount made Halo.
Oh, that's what you're mad at. So you're mad at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm mad at a lot of things that Paramount
We're
does.
still on the bitter train on that one. So
I'm mad at a lot of things that Paramount does, and it's the same issue that I have with Sony. It's the same issue I have with Disney in a lot of cases. It's this in particular is them trying to take a name and make money off of it, but they don't care about the property itself. I will be surprised if we get a trailer and it is British RAS, and it is SAS, and it is them collaborating with CIA units and things like that, and it being, an espionage film and not just a action, war movie, right? Like, if this does end up being a globe-trotting espionage movie that involves special forces teams, and we get acknowledgement, like, again, if it's something that is within the world of Call of Duty, right, and we get a reference to, I was trained by Soapy McTavish, I was trained by like, if they mention the characters and they're not using those characters, right, and down the line we get something where those characters end up in the games, that's a win for me. It's you're respecting the property and you're adding to the lore rather than just trying to make it a cash grab, because you can do both. But the thing is the studios don't know how to do that.
Gotcha. So Peter Berg, Taylor Sheridan, you got to do Soapy justice, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Captain Price and Soapy
what would make me happy to watch, watch and listen to Phil read this next story.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear me fucking retch here in a second. I'm not excited about this. This is what my name is today. And why are you like this, Oreo? News. Oh man, I'm throwing up already. Oreo's limited edition Thanksgiving dinner cookie tin features 6 fudge-covered flavors inspired by holiday staples. Get ready for this, guys. Turkey and gravy flavored Oreos, mashed potatoes and butter flavored Oreos, cranberry sauce flavored Oreos, corn on the cob flavored Oreos, and the last 2 are actually solid: caramel apple pie, that I'd like, and pumpkin pie. Sounds delicious. The first 4, not really into. Sold exclusively on Oreo.com for $19.99, which means it's fucking affordable, which means I'm going to have to buy it and eat it. And I'm not excited for this. The tin includes 2 cookies of each flavor. Fans are calling it delightfully disgusting. And yes, the turkey and gravy cookie is fucking real. Turkey and gravy Oreos, that's not a dessert. It's a dare. And we know the rules. We know the rules. When we talk about food on the show, there's a 90% chance that Phil has to try it on the show.
100% of the time.
And I'm not excited for this. I do not. The idea of turkey and gravy cookies sounds absolutely disgusting to me.
It's a savory
as
cookie.
an experience. think of it as an experience. Think of it as, hey, this is a once in a lifetime experience that I can actually pretend I'm in Willy Wonka.
Oh,
Boo! You suck.
This is some Willy Wonka stuff, isn't it?
It is. Yes. A cookie that's turkey and gravy. And here comes the buttered mashed potatoes. Blueberry pie.
Really pisses me off to no end.
it really is. This that's the only way we can describe this.
I love it.
Stupid. Oh, that's
I
so
love it.
gross. I'm not excited for this, and the fact that it exists and we brought it up on the show means that somebody's gonna end up buying this, and I have to eat it. And I so no, that is so gross. I imagine
Flavored Oreos is what Say Wong said.
what flavor? What?
Meat flavored Oreos.
Oh, ugh.
Well,
Sounds so
the
gross.
turkey and gravy, that is a meat. So
The mashed potatoes and butter, I imagine, would end up just tasting like
butter cookies.
no, would end up just tasting like Eggo Waffles made a cookie that came out, and it was actually not bad.
Oh, jeez.
I imagine the mashed potatoes and butter would taste like that. Cranberry sauce does not sound appealing, but I guess a cranberry.
I think I might like it. I'd be willing to try that one.
Yeah, the corn on the cob one. That might actually taste like cornbread.
I'd try them all. I love Thanksgiving. This is going to be amazing.
The turkey and gravy one is the only one that is just that sounds.
No, it's going to be
When
great.
you look at the picture of it, like you look at the picture of that, I'm also wondering if they're not actually like flavored as turkey and gravy. That it's just like representing turkey and gravy, and it's just fudge.
Oh, you know it is. You know it's really all those flavors.
But
It
then
better
also,
be.
yeah, they did say it's delightfully disgusting. So like,
Yes.
yeah, it probably is a turkey and gravy flavored cookie.
6 fudge covered flavors inspired by holiday staples.
So gross.
This is going to be delicious.
Somebody
love it.
buy this. I'm not gonna love it. I'm not gonna love the turkey one.
You're gonna eat it, go back for seconds, maybe take a nap.
All
gonna
that
be great.
tryptophan.
It's gonna have tryptophan.
That's it. They put tryptophan in all the cookies. And so
God,
you
so
just
gross.
you're like, I can't stop eating these cookies.
Okay.
Passing out.
I'm done being disgusted by cookies of all things.